80% of the people who book my one-to-one consultation, they come and tell me about the bad job market, the rejection they are getting, and how depressed they are, and the anxiety they are going through. However, there are a small section of people who still manage to get a job, and that also with visa sponsorship. So today I'm going to share an interesting and inspiring story of another international student in the UK who had managed to find not only job, but job with visa sponsorship. If you want to learn and get inspired from his journey, make sure you stick with me till the end of this video. But before that, a quick introduction about myself. My name is Sarika and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. For people who want to study abroad, my team can help you because I've started my student consultancy. So if you want to study your master's, bachelor's, or even PhD, we can help you free of cost. So these are the list of the countries which we support at the moment. So go and fill the form which is provided in my video description and pin comment. So without any further delay, let's get started with today's video by introducing you guys to Aryan. Hey Aryan, welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. And if you don't mind, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Hi Sarika, nice to be here and thank you so much for considering me here. And so I'll introduce myself first. My name is Aryan. I have recently finished my master's in marketing from Cranfield University, graduated in year 2022, and currently I'm working as a junior insight and data analyst in one of the advertising company based out of Milton Keynes, and I've been there for a year now.
Okay, good. Thank you, Aryan. Thanks for your introduction. So I hope you don't mind asking me questions based on your introduction.
Yeah.
So from your experience, do you think marketing is a good course that students should be studying in the UK?
Okay, so because I have a background coming from an engineering degree,
Mhm.
I did my bachelor's in engineering from MIT Pune, and because I was more when you take parts in the college events and you learn more about different type of things, my interest got triggered in marketing because I was also a photographer, and that's how I got into marketing and did a lot of internships back then. And I find myself that if I went directly to MBA marketing, it's not going to help me in that sense. So that's why I switched. I think about it that, oh, where should I invest my career and money here, going for masters in India or in UK? And the aspects which is given in UK was much better than in India. So that was really helpful for me to consider that thought. And answering your question that people should come to UK for marketing or not, I know right now it is very competitive. The marketing is very down, but if you have that willingness, if you can put your head down and do your hard work, I think anyone should come if they're ready to willing to sacrifice and do your hard work. That's the thing. And it's a really nice course. You can, because UK market is more business focused as compared to US market. Most of the people go to US because the tech market over there is booming, and it's always been like that. For UK, people come to here for the business schools, so that's really good.
Okay, thank you. How was studying in UK different to studying in India? What did you see it was different here?
It was completely different. It was like
Like?
ups and downs, to be honest, for me, because in India, I'm coming from an engineering background. You used to just have to write assignments, solve problems, calculation, and giving assignments and copy pasting. But here it doesn't work like that. When it comes to particularly learning aspect, it was more practical. It was more case study based, at least in my course. And they gave us pre-learning, pre-sessions. Basically, you have to read a lot of research papers before you come to class. Then they cross-question you about it. So I really like that part. That I don't want to basically learn everything, but I don't have to buy everything. I just skim through a research paper. I can understand what is there. But India, it's completely like you write and learn and omit it in the exam, and that's how you got in the marks, but not here. So that's really helpful for me, actually.
So are you saying you enjoyed studying in the UK as compared to
Yeah,
India?
I really enjoyed the whole learning experience. Was very good for me here.
Okay, cool. Nice to know that. Now, because you already touched about that the UK market is competitive, and also I know UK is in recession or technical recession, so I can already compare the jobs which were advertised last year versus this year. It has gone down. So from your experience, how difficult it was for you to find a job? And then I also know, discussing with you, that you have managed to get a visa sponsorship job. So congratulations on that. So
Thank
touch
you.
upon it. How you prepared yourself? How did you find the right job? What did you do?
I finished my master's in September 2022, and I got this job in May 2023. So it is approximately 9 months of time. But how I get the job, I'll give you the gist, is because I used to support myself by working in Starbucks part-time during my uni time. And I utilized that space, the whole environment of Starbucks, and the location and everything. So all the people, those who come in here, I know they come from a very privileged background, or either they're coming from a corporate level, because the location of that Starbucks is really, like in that particular location in Milton Keynes. So I used to talk to people, get to know their culture, how they talk, how they do things different from India, how even they don't mean it, but how they greet people, how they value each other. So that part-time job really helped me to learn about their culture. And after that, I connect with a lot of people. Like if you asked me this question 2 years ago, I wouldn't have thought that I will met lot of people on a lot of senior people in very good companies. I met people in Goldman Sachs who were working as a director over there. I met people who was the head of the business development in Santander. I met Red. The biggest highlight was I met the head of marketing of Red Bull, and I'm a crazy F1 fan. So it
Ooh,
was like a dream come true for me.
wow.
So I utilized those skills, and that's how I got to know my company's head of marketing. He was in Starbucks. I was talking to him, serving him a drink, and he just asked me, "Oh, where are you from?" And that's how we started the conversation. And he asked me, "Are you looking for the job?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm looking for the job in marketing." I told my background, and he was like, "Here's my email address. You can drop me an email." And so that happened. I dropped an email, but he completely forgot about that.
Right.
And after a month, there was a MK job show.
Okay.
So there is a job show in every quarter in Milton Keynes. So I met the company and the same person in that job show.
Ah,
And then he got, his name was Ben, and he was like, I'm like, "Hi Ben, I remember we met at Starbucks," and he was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry about it." And then I handed over my CV to him.
Mm.
And after that, he forgot to give my CV to the hiring manager. So it was like a complete ride for me. Then what I did, I go on LinkedIn. I open the company page. I search for the people from my uni, those who are working there.
Oh, so your
Yes.
university colleagues, like former, yeah, they were working there. Mm.
Yes. Actually, my batchmate, she was way experienced, but she was from another program. She was working there in a senior management team.
Okay.
So I messaged her, "Hi, this, and I've applied for this position. I met these people
Mm.
because I met quite a few people in the job show,
Yeah.
and she was so prompt and she really helped me. And I messaged her because I remember that instant. I messaged her while I was on the shift. I was working on Starbucks. I messaging her on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and she replied back me in 15 minutes. In next 15 minutes, I got a first interview, face-to-face interview.
Wow.
And when I got that email, I got that feeling that I'm gonna crack this. I'm getting this job.
So you
And
was
on
that
the day,
opportunity. Mm.
yes, exactly. I seized that opportunity. I'm like, "Thank you so much," and I instantly give her a call. And I'm like, "This is my CV. This is my email." In that as well, they like some spelling happened with my name, so they thought Arian, but my name is Aryan.
Right.
So I have to send them again. It's a complete lie. So that's how I got the
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
I told them that it was a marketing position for me, digital marketing assistant. I started as, but I always wanted to become a marketing analyst. I want to utilize my transferable skills from my engineering background. So they told me that you can start as a digital marketing assistant, but if we can see that you are growing and you have an interest in the field of analyst, we can do that. So I worked as a digital marketing assistant for 9 months, and after that, they gave me the opportunity to become a analyst, inside analyst for me. But they told me you have to clear two stages of interviews. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. They asked me some questions related to marketing, some questions related to data analysis, Python, SQL, and on a very basic level, not like they don't ask me to code and everything like that. And I cleared the like interview, and luckily they on when I asked them at one point that, "Can you sponsor me for just for the marketing role?" They told me no, because at that time they didn't have the license. But the rapport that I built with the people in the company, it was a very positive sign for me. And then HR told me on the first day that we have to let you go because we can't sponsor you. But the manager was really good for me, and she was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll talk to the senior management." And they discuss about it. They don't want me to leave. So they were like, "We'll create another new position for you." So they hired already an analyst for my role, but they're like, "We'll create a junior role for you." I'm like, "Okay, that's perfectly fine." So then when I cleared my interview, they started to they don't have the license as well back then.
All
So
right.
they got the license for me. I'm the first person in my company to get a visa sponsorship, just because my manager put in good word for me.
Yeah.
And the hard work, because I believe in hard work. And even in my part-time job, I never gave anyone a chance that they come to me and they're like, "Oh, you're not treating people properly." I believe in that we are we are not from, we are Indians in another country. This is not India. So we need to respect their culture. We need to respect their the whole the experience that they have. And we can't just we can't force our culture on them. We have to adjust and adapt their culture. And that's what I did. And yes, the last week it was a lucky day that I got my visa decision. So yes.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yes.
So there's a massive
Thank
learning.
you.
So what I've learned now, you did your networking. So within Starbucks, you happened to speak to almost everybody there, because you were so,
Yes.
you were hunger, you had that hunger in you. You wanted it, want to reach out to people so that you can get a job. And then second thing, I'm going to talk more on it about the job fair. Yeah. I'm going to ask you later on how you did. So you attended the job fair, you found it, you did the best thing. Again, LinkedIn is the best tool, which I tell people, if you want to work in any company, go to LinkedIn, find out the people, connect with people, send out messages. Worst case, what will happen? They will not respond to you. And look at you, you
Yes.
response, interview was scheduled. Then what I learned from you, You got a job and they told you for this job they cannot provide you sponsorship. So you took that first job because you wanted to give it a try, get into the job of your field, yeah. And then you worked so hard, they were so happy with you, they went to the extent to apply for a sponsorship license so that they can sponsor you. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is an amazing story. So for all the people who are watching this video, you must have all those skills which Aryan is talking about. Again, like we said, you know, UK is not an easy market. You have to find your way. If one thing is working for Aryan, it may not work for you, but think of the third thing or the fourth thing. Something or the other will work for you. So do not give up. Whichever job you are, just give your best. Even though you're working in Starbucks, KFC, McDonald's, I'm sure you'll find a lot of people coming there. Go and speak to them, find out where they're working and try to network with them. You never know, your future job is where they are working, right?
Yeah.
So thank you, Aryan. So I'm going to talk about job fair. How do you know about the job fair? Like you stay in Milton Keynes. If any student who is there in the UK, if they want to know the areas, how did you find about it? Which websites?
So this is just my understanding that the job show, they have this, it's like I'm not sure about it, but they organize job shows in different parts of the UK. It's the same organization, I think, but it's supported by the city's council. So the same because I saw the same logo and the branding in London job show as well, in MK as well. So you just have to Google it. Where they just, let's say if you live in Birmingham job show,
Okay.
you can just easily get a list of how many job shows are happening in the next quarter or next 6 months. You can easily go there, talk to people, dress properly, not most of this is what I got the feedback as well, because now I'm in the company and people still interviewing. Most of the Indian people, they come in a very formal attire, and my manager especially, like, she was like, it's too serious for us. If you are applying at least to the agencies, try to wear semi-formal clothes.
Yeah.
And same follows for the job show as well. Hand in your physical copy of CV. That's what I did. I didn't just say, I know we have emails and everything, but if you give a physical copy of a CV, they will note it down. They will keep the records. And that's how I got it.
Okay.
And it happens if you are from Milton Keynes, if you are from Cranfield, if you're watching this video, MK job show happens, I think, twice or thrice a year, in April and in September, I think. Yeah, because I got job in April. I got interview on 23rd of April.
Cool.
So it happens. I think it happens in majority of the cities. So you can just Google it.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Aryan. So before we wrap this video, any piece of advice for our students who are studying in the UK, or for any future students who are planning to come to the UK?
I know that, like, the only tip I can give right now, because I'm not that experienced, I'm a recent graduate only, but believe in yourself, make your priorities very straight. You have options to do a lot of things. You have options to roam around the country, go to London every week, but you have to straighten your priorities that, oh, this is what I want, this is why I'm here, and this is what needs to be done. And third, and the most important thing, that what I believe, you need to, no matter how much experience you have in your industry, you need to understand that you are in another country, in another culture. You need to adapt. They are not going to adapt according to you. You need to adapt their culture and be polite, learn how they talk. Because especially in the business roles, this is what I heard from my mentor as well, that Indian people doesn't know how to talk. That's why they don't hire Indian people in the business roles. So this is, I don't know, this is the feedback that I got from an English person.
You're right. To be honest, I'm here in the UK for the last 14 years. I can tell you from my experience, you know, we have to learn, like you said, and soft skills are very important in the UK. Even though your technical skills are not good, if your soft skills are good, you can win people here. And what I again learned from you, how your manager went to the extent to speak to the board members or senior managers, got a license for you. Now, getting a license, that will cost a company. Sponsoring anybody, it does cost a company. So you are already an expense to them, and still they were able to do it because they really liked you the way you did. Not only your job, technical job you're doing, but your other things, you know, soft skills were at par. And if you can manage that, and if you win them, they can go to any extent to give you sponsorship. This is what I know.
That is really true, because, like, when they told, because I knew from the beginning that they don't have the license, but how things unfolded was like completely shocking for me. Like, a company is willing to get a license just for me, and very few people, Indian people, but they don't need visa. I'm the only one who need a visa. And it was like, I don't know how it happened, but just this, as you just said, like, I try to always good with people, no matter where they're from. I try to learn the things, and I think that works for me as well. And yeah, I'm the first one here now in the company.
Okay, thank you, Aryan. Thank you for coming and sharing your journey with my audience. Is there any way my audience can reach out to you if they need any kind of help or tips? Is there any way you're available?
Yeah, people can connect me on LinkedIn, and I think I've already shared my LinkedIn account with you, and you can mention that in your video description, so they can reach out to me, or they can just reach out to me on LinkedIn, search Aryan Sharma, Little Star Media, so my name will come up.
Good. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming and sharing your journey, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much, Rika.